This is Chris Reynolds from the Los Angeles Times.
I travel all over making discoveries and mistakes so that you don't have to. The mistakes part, actually.
This is Chris Reynolds from the Los Angeles Times. Somewhere, somewhere, somewhere.
This is Chris Reynolds from the Los Angeles Times.
Somewhere in California. These are my 101 best California experiences.
Well, if downtown Los Angeles has an emblem, it's probably Disney Hall. Even though it's only been here for about 20 years, it's the curviest, shiniest shape in downtown LA, and it is the product of architect Frank Gehry. It's also right along Grand Avenue, which also includes the Music Center of Los Angeles, the Broad Museum, the Museum of Contemporary Art. It's kind of the cultural corridor of Los Angeles. And it's part of my list of 101 favorite places in California.
No building is like this that anybody I know has ever experienced. It's just thrilling, even before the music starts. And the acoustics are, astonishingly enough, intimate.
Have you got a favorite seat in there or favorite portion to sit in?
We're completely promiscuous. We're all over the place. If it's a big orchestra, we sit way, way, way up in the back. It's like Dodger Stadium.
I do remember when this building was going up, and we were all wondering what it was going to do to downtown. And within the space of like 2 or 3 years, it had displaced everything else from the cover of the guidebooks to LA. And now it's the poster child for Los Angeles.
I'm not surprised. The great sight lines, too.
You think about this building having been an empty lot 20 years ago, and the cathedral over there an empty lot 20 years ago, and the Broad Museum down that way an empty lot 10 years ago. You realize how fast downtown Los Angeles changes. Then you realize all of Los Angeles changes at that rate, and then you realize all of California is doing the same thing. The list has 101 places on it from the top to the bottom of California. In some ways, though, it sort of feels as if the whole thing radiates from downtown Los Angeles, which is where the Grand Central Market is. 2 blocks from City Hall, a block and a half from Disney Hall. Some of the vendors have been here for decades. Others have been here for like 5, 6 years. In a way, it's a microcosm of all California when you've got the old school vendors and the newly arrived ones making peace with each other and giving a lot of variety on offer to those of us who browse through. People always say Los Angeles is all spread out and it doesn't really have the best of compressed urban experience, but Grand Central Market has that. Once you're at Grand Central Market, you can go to the Angels flight on one side and you can go have a look at the Bradbury Building on the other side. A lot of people love Blade Runner, don't realize that some of the most memorable scenes in that movie were shot just inside this building in downtown LA.
Grand Avenue is number 35 on my list. Before you even get out of downtown Los Angeles, we have the playfully arranged shelves of the Last Bookstore, not far from the chandeliers and murals of the Central Library. Then there's the sleek 1939 design of Union Station, number 94. But you shouldn't take just my word for any of this. Get out there yourself and see what you can see, taste, hear, and learn. No matter how much of California you think you've covered, there is more around the corner.